So what was your feel walking away? I mean, I know you're hoping for a definitive answer. I guess it's not a no, but what's your feel?
Yeah, and I don't think it was a maybe. I think that, the thing is with him is when you make the decision to retire, I knew that he made the decision under unbelievable emotional stress, and his dad died. He got hurt during that camp. Couldn't even train right, couldn't cut weight right. I mean, all the things that he went through, and then went out and performed the way that he performed. And then made that decision that night. He said, listen, you're not tying anything up. Just go home, spend some time with your family, heal up, think about it. And then he and I got together, and he's like, I want to see if somebody really blows me away and impresses me next week. You got the co-main event and the main event, and obviously Oliveira looked awesome against Tony Ferguson, so that's an interesting fight to him, and we'll see what these guys do this weekend, and I think it's fun. The last thing, I saw a lot of people bitching, oh, he always says he lets people retire and all that shit. What do you guys not want to see fucking Khabib fight again? Holy shit. Friggin' drama fucking queens that follow this sport are unbelievable, but I don't. So hopefully he sticks around and does one more.
Nice. Last thing for me, and I guess just to kind of clarify on that, so really all 5 of those guys are in play, as you mentioned, the main, the co-main, Oliveira, and you'll just let him pick it and say, that's the one I want?
To him, he wants to see everybody. He wants to see all these guys fight. He wants to, already said Oliveira looked awesome. That guy looked great. And felt like, he deserves a shot at the title. Let's see what everybody brings next weekend.
To your right.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Just curious, during the conversation with Khabib, did GSP's name ever come up, or even possibly going up to 170 and being a champ?
No, GSP never came up. He's not interested in that fight. And from what I hear today after that, neither is GSP. So that's over.
How many more fans do you anticipate having in the crowd for Conor McGregor? Because it is a Conor McGregor fight.
I think the same. I think it's going to be the same. I think it's actually most of the same people, too. I think they sold packages for all 3 fights.
Congratulations.
Thanks, buddy.
Dana, back here.
Hi.
All the way back here. Sorry.
Hi.
There you go. So this is the 9th time that Holloway fights as a main event. Do you think now he deserves a break, or are you gonna schedule him again as a main event in a couple of months?
Holloway?
Yeah.
No, I think what we do now is you let Holloway have some time off until he could possibly fight for the title again. I don't know if that'll be too long or whatever, but we'll figure it out.
And I have a couple questions about the 10th anniversary of Anderson Silva versus Vitor Belfort fight.
Yeah.
How important was that fight for the growth of the relationship of UFC in Brazil?
Brazil's always been a hotbed. There's so many stars and so many world champions that have come out of Brazil, not only in the UFC, but Pride and a lot of other organizations. I think that fight, there was always this mystique around Vitor Belfort, And even Anderson Silva, when he became a champion, Anderson didn't really sell at first and had never really blown up to be that big of a... He was doing incredible things. But the night that he kicked Vitor Belfort in the face, the whole thing blew up, and he became a huge star, and it definitely ignited Brazil. But, Brazil's been so big for so long anyway.
And my last question is, do you have any fighter, Brazilian fighter, or a match in mind that could just in the future be as big as that one and maybe return and explode the MMA in Brazil?
No, not off the top of my head, but it's there. It's coming. I mean, it's going to happen. There's just too much talent in Brazil. There's so much talent. Somebody's going to come up the ranks, and we'll have another big superstar out of Brazil for sure.
Dana, just a quick one for me. What did you think of the Dietricho Buckley knockout? It was awesome.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.